Welcome back to another episode of, in this case, Spellforce, the third installment, and it has an absolutely amazing soundtrack. It's amazing. I can sit in the main menu for ages. Listen to that. Oh, so beautiful. Kind of reminds me of The Witcher, actually. Like, there was also a bonfire. But in this case, we don't see anything. Oh, listen to this. Oh, so cool. There's just one problem. It is not as loud as it could be, because if you go into options and sound, everything is already maxed, and what I had to do is like turn up the what was it, the DAW to the maximum, and this usually results in extremely loud music or whatever sound is being played. So the mixing of the main menu, I don't know, might need a little bit of oomph, to be honest. But yeah, okay, let's stop flaming about it, because we are going to play the thing, see where it ends up at. Oh, it's just so sweet. So cool. Absolutely great. Alright, let's go into the campaign and start a new one. Of course, we have absolutely no idea how difficult it is, and strategy games in general are kind of a pain if you're not like 100% certain what you do. So in comparison to like ego shooters or so, where you know like aiming is the only thing that you need to do and some rough understanding of the mechanics. If you play real-time strategy games like that, and you have absolutely no clue what you're doing, which I do, then yeah, that's gonna happen. So there are also two different control schemes. One of them is Spellforce free, and the other one is traditional. There are actually, wait a minute. When you go to, it's not in here, where is that stuff? Controls, there we go. These are the two control schemes, and I would just go for the quick save F5 option. I don't want to go through everything in here. I usually do that, but to be honest, I don't like the fact that they split this menu in two and you are forced to scroll down. Not cool. Like, see that little window? That thing should be all encompassing. Maybe just split this one in half so you have like something in the middle and something on the right side, whatever. Okay, I'm again a bit okay, let's forget about that. Okay, so what are the difficulty settings? Choose this difficulty if you want to focus purely on the story. The combat difficulty is turned down significantly, and your heroes can be revived an unlimited number of what? Oh. What happens if they are dead? Oh boy, okay, because what you could do beforehand was you could... Okay, actually you had no heroes before, you had like rune warriors, at least in the first installment. The second one was like draconian whatever things, like all over the place. But yeah, first installment was so much better. And I don't know if you could die or not. I think you could actually die an unlimited amount of time. And you had just, yeah, suck up some penalties or whatever. Choose the normal difficulty. If you have little to no experience with the real-time strategy and role-playing game genre and want to experience the story as well as combat challenge. Well, I do have some idea how this works. So I'm probably going on hard, but definitely not circle mage. Because I don't just want to waltz through the game like willy-nilly. I mean, I am getting annoyed if it gets difficult, and I can understand if some people just don't like that. But for me, it gets boring if you can just waltz through willy-nilly. That's the thing. So yeah, there has to be a little bit of a difficulty in here. So choose this difficulty if you are a seasoned player of the real-time strategy. Well, seasoned, there should be something in the middle. In some strategy and role-playing game genre, enemies will fight you relentlessly, and managing your party's equipment and abilities is necessary to succeed. Okay. Let's hope we don't mess this up. Well, it's necessary, that's the thing. What if you level up a character completely wrong, right? Then... no challenge is too great for you. Try this difficulty. You have to use every advantage possible in order to survive. Optimizing all of your character's abilities and equipment, as well as exploiting each enemy's weakness, is crucial in order to even stand a chance. Not recommended for your first playthrough. Well, this is right there. Because in order to understand how to optimize things, you need an understanding of the game mechanics, and in order to get in a good understanding of game mechanics, you have to die a bunch of times. It's basically the Dark Souls equivalent. So, yeah, unique control scheme for Spellforce 3. Easily access your hero's abilities via hotkeys. The camera is controlled by the arrow keys. Menu screens such as the inventory or glossary are bound to the F keys. No. A more traditional control scheme reminiscent of classic RPG and RTS games. The camera is controlled by WASD, and menu screens are bound to familiar hotkeys you may know from other games. Your hero's abilities have no predefined hotkeys and should be accessed via the click and fight menu. So, wait a minute. How do you move the camera? The camera is controlled by the arrow keys. Like, why do they call it Spellforce 3 setting? This is like the no one knows anything about the game kind of setting. Whatever, let's go with traditional, even if it sounds old. This is the...
are General Sentenza Noria, commander of the Wolf Guard. According to rumor, a group of rebels planning to overthrow the crown has taken refuge in a deserted castle in the wilds of Iskander. Their leader, a mage named Isamo Tahar, is as charismatic as he is radical. It is your job to end his scheming, one way or another.
Alright, let's end someone's scheming. The thing is, like, it just throws you BAM! We haven't even experienced the world yet, and they already give you some task to do, which is really weird. Shouldn't you at least kind of, I mean, get a feel for the game first before you get your first task? I mean, that's weird. Jesus. Of course, there are some rebels planning an overthrow the crown. So we are the pro-crown kind of thing here. Do we have to click, or it's always space? Okay. The Windwall Way. You could use this.
It's true, sir. They're inside the fortress.
Good. What about the outpost?
They've set it up and are waiting for you to take over and give instructions. The new guy, Private,
Carpel.
Yes, that one. He's in charge right now.
Good. I've told you before and I'll tell you again. This mission is important. The man inside that fortress, Isamo Tahar, he's more than just an ordinary lawbreaker. He's a traitor, he's a mage, and he's a murderer. We are the best the Royal Army has to offer, and the Queen put her faith in us. So let's not fail her. Now move to the outpost.
That's interesting. The game just, BAM, start. Okay, select units with left mouse button, yada yada yada, do some right mouse button stuff. Order them to move to a target position, attacking. Oh, there's a little, I completely missed that part here. I like those little tutorial videos. They are so much better than reading through a wall of text. I know that people learn different ways. Some people like reading, some people like videos, but or imagery or whatever. That's just very neat. Okay, order them to move to a target position. Take everything in their way by holding control. Okay, so it's a standard one. Don't worry if you lose track of your heroes in the battle, heat of battle. Simply press the dot key to highlight them. Press it again to untoggle the highlighting. Ooh! Ooh! That looks cool! That is something that I should never forget. And also you can click on this one, toggle hero highlighting. Nice. Toggle follow camera. How does that work? And it's X. It's also pretty sweet. Okay, so it's probably some automatic stuff. Whatever. Can we... This is Sentenza Nori. How do I zoom... Okay, the zooming in takes a little while. I'm so used to the evil genius zooming in and out method that is almost instant. With like shift and upwards and downwards kind of thing. But okay. We can kind of handle everything with this. Okay. Okay. That's there for quick access. Nice. That's just a problem. These keys I usually use for OBS stuff. So I think I have to rebind this to something else as well. But whatever. Maybe I can use the keys 1 to whatever. What is this? What is that? What if I use whatever control 1? Ah. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so you can select 1, and if you double click it, you'll jump towards the target. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Revival charges. Revival charges allow you to revive your heroes at any activated godstone. You can assign workers to pray at godstones within your sectors in order to restore expired charges. Okay, so charges, that's where it's at. If there are no charges, then no hero can be survived or resurrected. Switch action group plus and whatever, and change the active action group for your hero party. You can customize action groups in the spellbook menu. What? Okay. Probably changes this window here. Whoa. That gets complicated really, really quickly. Holy shit. This game does not take lightly on everything.
Yes.
So
Yes.
who are we? We are not Anzo,
Orders.
we are Sentenza.
Yes?
And that's Gwenny. Gwenny is what?
What is it?
That's something very interesting. We have resistance values towards fire, ice, white resistance, and black resistance. It's not the kind of magic that's used, it's the color that is impressive. Okay. That is just amazing. Like, see this? Thrust resistance, blunt resistance, slash resistance, pierce resistance, black resistance. Hey. Oh, that is amazing. Okay, let's quick save the thing. Oh, God. Black resistance. Like, this is ice and fire. It's something more... Like, it's not a red and... Actually... Or blue resistance or whatever. It is an actual element. That should be holy and death or something. Oh, goodness.
Make
You
up
could
your mind.
misunderstand that so much.
What is it?
Okay.
Yes?
What do we have here? That is some blunt damage. Yeah. Slash damage. Slash, thrust, pierce. And depending on... So this is 3 different kinds of damages. That's interesting. Ooh. Can we move this? No. We can go between or through all of the characters. That's neat. That one changes as well. Nice, nice, nice. These numbers are the same too. Regeneration values, also very important. I like numbers, I just love them. It does not tell you it's like medium regeneration or something like that. It just gives you the number and that's it. I love that. So, and we are this dude, whatever. But the thing is, about the whole... It's J? Yes. We have to... What was it? You are on the way to an allied Northander outpost. Your mission is to regroup the Northander forces and stop Isamo Tahar's insurrection against the crown before it grows its strength. Lead your wolf guard to the outpost and find the commanding officer. Sure. The thing is, the enemy in here, this Isamo Tahar, whatever, was considered to be an enemy of the, what was it? A traitor, a mage, or whatever. So being a mage seems to be something bad in this game for some reason. That's just weird. All right. So let's select all of them. Control your heroes, right mouse button. Neat. The pointer looks like a completely... looks like an in-game object, not like a UI element. Because you see those circles around here? This is a UI element. Yes. A UI element, but this is an actual object. It's kind of weird. Feels as if someone is throwing out golden coins or golden triangles in here. Can we destroy this stuff? No. Also, is there a way to highlight interactable items and so? Yeah, wait a minute.
Alright.
Alright, let's close this thing, because we know how this is done.
For the queen!
Okay,
For the crown!
For the queen!
Take him down.
Oh, that rhymes.
Easy. Make it quick. Charge! For the queen! Easy.
Oh, this will be fun.
Okay, so it's random. Okay.
Let's go.
How do I rotate the camera? Or is it always like that? Do I have to... Okay. It's not this. Rotating camera. Control? No. Shift? No. Alt? No. Maybe there is no way for you to control the camp. No. There usually is a way to Ooh, you can... What is this? So they start from here and then they go...
Onwards.
Over there. Can I do... that is a kind of patrol thingy, holding shift, and then they follow a certain path. That's nice. Interaction with the world. You can interact with your surroundings by clicking an object of interest or NPC with the right mouse button. Sweet. Question, where are we going?
As you command.
Ooh.
Get ready.
Hey, and of course, wolves, as in every game, drop valuable loot. The killing fight menu can tremendously help you in battle. Simply press and hold Alt when hovering over an enemy or an ally to open it. Simply click on the ability you would like to use to cast it on a target.
Orders? Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, so you can actually drop stuff in here. This is the restore ability. Okay. And you can also quickly look at the... so... What would you do if this thing...
Yes?
Like...
Huh?
If you select it, you cannot go... You have to get extremely centered again in order to get out of this. So... Do not try... Or at least try to... get one of those slots empty all the time so you can select it and nothing happens, because selecting the center of that thing is kind of a pain. The whole thing in the center should actually be empty, or deselect anything, not just... Oh crap. Whatever. This dude has also a restore ability. Wait a minute. Ah, there we have some fire. This one also has nothing. Let's restore. That's shield bash. Shield bash might be something for an enemy. Okay, we have wolfhide and fangs. Can I...
Sure. Right.
How do I take everything all the time so I don't need to open that? So, the Glossary is an in-game encyclopedia where you can read up on enemy mechanics, units and factions, as well as take a second look at tutorial screens after you've closed them. Defeating a monster will grant you experience points and unlock the according entry in the Glossary, where you can read more about its story and its unique abilities in combat. Open the Glossary by navigating to the according tab in the hero screen or by pressing O. And that's the one. Okay, so we get our inventory. Ooh, yes. And depending on who we start with, we have different trees. Very interesting. Brutality. Discipline, leadership. How does that work? Gain 3 additional focus points. And focus is your mana in this game. Yeah, there's no different magical resource like that. Focus potion. We don't want to use that. Spellbook P. P for spell. We have perks and we have spells. 2 different things. Wait a minute. This one is a whirlwind, and this is a perk. Brutality 1 increases all auto attack damage by... Oh, so active and passive stuff. Interesting. And then we can also place additional abilities on them, I believe. Depending on... Ah, this action group 1, action group 2. You can select different ones. Oh, that is so cool. You can predefine different loadouts, and then you can quickly switch according to some circumstance. That's nice. Oh. Oh. Too bad you can't zoom in there. So, game mechanics. Abilities, blueprints. Okay, we are going to read up on this once we need it. Wolves and their domesticated kin date back to at least the earliest days of Northander. It is said that the first wolf was tamed by a hunter who got lost in the mountains. She befriended the wolf by offering scraps of a kill, and by the time she emerged from the mountains, the woman and the beast were an inseparable pair. To this day, hunters admire wolves for their intelligence and cooperation, while farmers curse them for raiding their livestock. Wolves are often central figures in children's bedtime tales, demonstrating their prevalence in common folks' lives. And there are different versions of that wolf, in this case the starved wolf. Ruptured by its caster has a small chance to apply impaired on target with every auto attack. And impaired seems to be some negative effect. It would be nice if this is at least highlighted, because this is some status that gets put on you if that happens. What's this? Progress. L. There is no progress whatsoever. Sweet. No progress has been made. Now the question is, how do you loot every item that there is? And also, I want to know if you can rotate the camera. So let's see. Also quickly save the thing. New save game. Damn it. And there we go. Save. Good. Alright. Options, controls. I want to know how you can... Yeah, camera rotation. That is something that can be done, but how do you rotate a camera? You have mouse sensitivity and mouse rotation speed, but how do you rotate a mouse? Cycle through, yada yada yada, control grid, rotate a camera. Oh, it could be Q and E, maybe. Toggle, assign, there we go. Pen camera, hold plus mouse movement. No, wait, that's the wrong kind of thing. Rotate. Hold plus mouse movement. Control and mouse button. Middle mouse button. Ooh. Control and... Yeah, middle. Why is it the middle mouse button? Who? No one in their right mind does that stuff. It's like absolutely insane. Like, come on. Control and rotation like that. But okay. Oh, wait. How do you... north it? Okay, this is N. How do you change the camera back to north? Add current, click and fight, remove pen camera, rotate camera, access 0 point. How do you assign Barracks? Because most of the time it's just better to orient the camera north all the time, but okay. Oh. Yeah, zoom in, zoom out, that's easy. Oh, reset camera orientation with Y. Perfect. Y. Ah, thank you, we got it. It's not N, it's Y. Makes sense, and it can be clicked fairly easily. What is Q? Oh, Q and E. My guess was correct. Just the rotation speed is actually not as quick as it could be. So camera rotation speed, let's increase it by a factor of 100 or so. Roughly. Perfect. That's the rotation speed that we need. The movement with the camera is a bit slow. Let's make this faster. Mouse sensitivity, nope. Camera panning speed. Let's go with twice that as well. There we go. Alright. Much better. We need speed. Oh, there's also a spider. And will it come out of here or not? Probably not. So, how do I auto-loot things? With Alt? With Control? Like, Control is attack? Shift and right click?
That could come in handy.
Of course it can come in handy. Okay. So, Shift and right click is not it. Alt and
I'll
right
take
click.
a look.
The remains of what appears to be a traveler. Seems like the wolves got the better of him. That's it?
Right.
Yeah, the wolves.
Sure.
Oh, there are spiders.
Take him down.
How do you do? Oh, that's cool. Let's do a shield bash and see what happens. This one gets a whirlwind. Oh, nice. Wait, what? Oh, you have to click on it. Ah. I thought it has some kind of auto-select thingy, like restore, for example, but you actually have to click on restore. And who else? This one needs to get restored. Boom. Amazing. So, control A for everyone? No. Shift A? No. How do you... You cannot select everyone. Okay.
Huh?
So let's go with these. Control 1. That will be
What is
my
it?
squad now. Makes things much better. Now, can I select that stuff? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everything that's interactable has a little glow around it.
All right.
Right away.
Do I need to change the way the camera pans or not? Left, right, left, right. I don't know. I think I have to change it. It does not feel right. I need to invert it. Invert camera rotation. Yes. Much better. Much better.
Onwards.
So
As
this
you
is where the... Okay. So there are certain sections where the game just ends. No progress whatsoever. No mountain ranges. Nothing. What is this? An Ilum Tsar, a godstone. Long forgotten relics of unknown origin. Can I...
Yes?
Ooh. I cannot get any information on this item if I
Commander.
don't have an a unit that experiences the
Orders.
item. That's kind of interesting to think about. So, wait a minute. There is a camp up here. Oh, this is the camp from the intro,
Wolf.
isn't it? No. Wait, what? Wolf? Where? Where's... boom. It also slows down time a little bit. That's cool.
Rabbit, what a lovely piece of earth this is.
So...
What is it?
You got it.
Absolutely got it. Oh, and this must be the entrance to the base. Like, this must be one of the instances where it takes ages until stuff happens, but yeah, I know. Ah. Where do we end up if we go forward this way? I want to know how to... How do you get up there? Is there a... Wait, what? Was that moving? No. Okay, this is strange. I was clicking on it and it points me through the wilderness. Okay. So getting there means you have to go completely different way.
Let's go.
Before we go to town, let's just go to some completely different areas. Let's see where this path leads me.
Alright.
Okay. That's broken.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so nice. That's just one thing that I'm kind of sad. Okay. That I'm kind of sad.
Huh? And
it is that you cannot zoom into first-person mode. Would be so cool. Create squad. Combine the currently selected units into a squad. All units in a squad move at the same speed. And selecting any unit in a squad will select all of its members. No, the squad
Stay
is...
alert.
Do they move differently now? But the whole squad mechanics also quite interesting, because sometimes sometimes units have different speeds, like scouts, for example, are
That
much
way?
faster
All right.
than certain others are. So you basically end up with characters charging forward, getting killed most of the time, and some just being extremely slow and just taking their sweet ass time as well. So creating squads, that's a really interesting mechanic. What do we have here? Buckler. Oh wait,
As
I
you
want to
command.
test what kind of button you can click in order to auto loot everything. So it's not Alt, it's not Shift, and
this
right
will
click
be
also
fun.
doesn't do it. So of course left clicking
Yes?
things
Right.
also doesn't do anything. What about my inventory though? We have a general inventory for everyone, and is there a maximum amount of stuff that I can pick up? There doesn't seem to be. I hope that there actually is no maximum amount that we can carry. Determines the damage you inflict with strength-based weapons and abilities. Also increases your block chance. Ooh. The more strength, the more better. Determines the damage you... Wait. Yeah, this is damage. This is also damage. So constitution might be health related. Determines your total health. Amount of health points, as well as your physical resistance required to equip heavier armor. Ooh. So this is the survivability stat. It's interesting that this one also gives you better armor, so you could potentially end up with a warrior mage build, or battle mage build. So intense has longsword. Why is this one locked? Can I right click it? No. Whatever. It's epic, of course it's epic. Leech, 25% of your inflicted damage is health. Nice. Beautiful crafted longsword and so on and so forth. Requires some strength and dexterity to be wielded. Has a price. Attack per second is 0.5 seconds. Crit chance is 9%. Block chance is that. Okay. General Noria's armor. Your breed out time is 10 times as long. What is that? And why are you someone like? Are you a lizard person that is hatching out of an egg or what? Okay. Anyway, dexterity. The determines the damage you inflict with dexterity-based weapons and abilities. Also increases your critical hit chance. Intelligence determines the damage you inflict with intelligence-based weapons and abilities. Also increases your focus regeneration. Willpower determines the damage you inflict with willpower-based weapons and abilities, as well as your total amount of focus points. Also increases your innate magical resistance. Wait a minute. Okay, so there's physical resistance, and there is magical resistance. In this case, the physical resistance is, the upper stuff. This is magical resistance. So depending on your enemies, you should skill accordingly. So so you have an anti-mage character and an anti-physical kind of character, something like that. But the interesting bit about it here is that you unlock heavier armor with the Constitution stat. I don't know if you can take every armor, or if the armor is somewhat related to the role the character is playing. So that this guy can only have heavy armor, and the better Constitution stat gives him better heavy armor. And she is just getting heavier or better robes in general. So this one requires int and willpower to be wielded, for example. Whereas this one requires Constitution 5. So that one just Constitution, that is just a light robe, whatever. So that's more on a glass cannon kind of thing. Same thing for this one. Constitution 5. Okay. So there are different kinds of armors in this game. What else we got? Talisman, second chance. Oh, what does this one do? Trinket, the talisman of the second chance. A creation of the yada yada. Okay, it doesn't seem to have a special effect, it just looks nice. But yeah, the other stuff that's interesting is that willpower increases your total focus points. So, and intelligence increases your focus regeneration. And now you need to figure out what's best. Either having a permanent, permanent way of regeneration your focus, so that you can spam abilities all the time, or you have an overabundance of focus points altogether, and then you just use one spell, or like you basically use all of the spells immediately. You end up with 0 focus at the end of the battle, right? But then you've done everything that you could, the enemy is probably dead, and the fight is over in a second or so. So going for willpower might just end everything if you go for the willpower build. And it could be that willpower is the white and black combat thingy, whereas intelligence could be the ice and fire kind of mage stuff. Yeah, dexterity, of course, bows and the like. Very interesting. Or it can be some combo thing here, like strength and dexterity is necessary for this one. This is more like an int weapon whatsoever. But yeah, determines intelligence-based weapons and abilities. So what is this supposed to be? This requires intelligence, but what stat is this thing? I don't know if this is a willpower weapon or if this thing is an intelligence weapon. How would I figure that out? Game mechanics. Resistance system, leveling system, blueprints, abilities, terminology. Status effects. Actually, inventory system would be something interesting to look at. But yeah, resistance system. We got slash. Ooh. Okay. Extreme vulnerability. Extremely vulnerable to a certain damage type. Strong vulnerability. Okay. So this is extreme vulnerability. So the larger this shield is, medium resistance. Okay, it's a very interesting color code. A broken shield and a pretty much immune or heavy shield like that one. Okay, I try to get this in combination with whatever damage type they have. Black, resistance to black damage. Pure damage. Pure damage cannot be resisted. Ooh, that's interesting. So we have white, ice, siege. Also something, but there no one does any siege damage, nor do they have resistance to siege. If you get a cannonball in the face, I think that's it. Alright, so resistance have different enemies have different resistances. The higher the resistance of an enemy towards a certain damage type or element, the lower the damage he will receive when hit by this respective spell or weapon. To find out the resistance of a particular enemy, select it and take a look at the resistance bar next to its portrait. The displayed values tell you by what percentage the damage will be reduced when it inflicted against this enemy. Of course, buildings also have resistance, but those are identical for every building. Yeah, for every building. Buildings in general are very resistant to piercing damage. However, a major weakness is fire. Oh, siege damage. This is where the siege damage comes in. So can I... Yeah, this is just highlighted somewhat, but you cannot click on it in order to get some examples or whatever. We got quick travel, we got leveling system. Throughout your journey through the world of Spellforce, your heroes will gather experience points by completing quests and fighting enemies. The amount of experience points gained per enemy killed decreases after a certain number of creatures within a given category have been defeated. In other words, mastering new challenges is a reward. Once you have gathered a certain amount of experience points, your hero party will receive a level up. The number of experience points requires to level up increases with every level. With every level up, you gain an ability point, and with every other level up, you gain an attribute point. Both can be distributed freely in the character screen. Interesting. They can be distributed freely. C, character? No, damn it. P? Where is this one? Abilities N? It could be abilities N. Yeah, that could be it. This is an ability point. So they have ability point, and we have attribute point. That one gets better, that one gets better, whatever. And Gwen? Yeah. Oh, come on. Poor Gwen, look at that. She doesn't even have that high willpower or intelligence values. Like, constitution is low, dexterity is low, strength is low. The others have... Oh. Anselm has 8 constitution, like he's probably the tank pretty much. No intelligence. And this dude is even, like... Even willpower and intelligence are fairly high up. But yeah, that's a basic mix for a nice starter character, basically. Increase item with 2, and next level unleash, Oh, okay, so you can level this up multiple times, and then this dot appears. And then you can just build up from there. That is really cool. Really cool. Okay, so I presume... yeah, it's locked. They say that you can use it freely, right? Does it mean that you can use this one? Ah, it costs 11 FP. What do you mean FP? This one costs 16 FP. Oh, focus points, so that's the usage cost. So I think what you can do is you can kind of connect them. Can you? You go from this one to this one to this one. This is available, locked. Okay, so you have to start from the top and then you go downwards in a specific way. So you can either go broadside or downside, depending on the situation. Okay, anyway, I try to figure out the game before anything else really goes on. I know that is one of my flaws, yet also one of my greatest assets. Sadly. What do we have here? Oh, we can just get around it. Very interesting. Very interesting.
As you command.
As you command. Alright, so next up is probably the town here. No prologue has been done, just some fiddling about with the inventory and everything. Wait a minute. You can only have 3 abilities available, so this is an interesting constraint. Very interesting constraint. And also, it would be nice to have a quick select. Oh, the spore cannot be attacked. That is a food ball, basically. Alrighty.
Let's go.
Continue.
At the outpost?
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Good. Then let's find Private Carpel.
The dude with the tunnel. You've received your first quest. You can read about its details in your quest log, which can be opened by pressing J or via the book. The book button on the bottom of the screen. There's also something that should never be done. Like, do not split a thing into 2 at the end or the beginning of another sentence or of another line, because it's a book button and not a book button. On the bottom of the screen, important quest objects will be marked on the minimap. Be wary. Not every quest is tracked in the quest log. Some are hidden in item descriptions and world interactions. What? Okay. Do we have a way of writing down some notes in this game or something? That's not it. Like, we have a spell book, we have a quest, we have glossary, we get progress. Nah. Yeah, we have a glossary, we got quests. But is there show failed quests, completed quests? Is there a way to write... You can't write anything down in here. Like, come on, you cannot put hidden quests in a game if you don't have a method of... How do you pause this? Ah, it says escape. Switch active control scheme. Okay. Ooh. So B is the traditional one, and A is the new one with like Q, W, and E and whatever. Only problem is, how do you move the camera then? That's to be a little bit of a problem. Is that what?
General Noria, yes.
Oh, you have to click on continue.
I see. Greetings, General. It's an honor. Get Wolfguard Carpel! Somebody!
Yes?
Huh.
Right away.
Okay, you cannot enter buildings like that. Would have been so cool. Okay, green means you can do what? Yeah, the mouse cursor doesn't change in size if you zoom in. That is a stupid thing. Exclamation mark. Ah, that must be the dude. So, Bertrand? No. Bertrand Carpel. Maybe that's a recruit. That's an arbalist.
Yes.
And that's that. Okay. And you sadly don't see the numbers of the resistance. You have to
Yes.
hold it like that. But the color of it tells you there's a certain weakness to it. Okay, blue means, yeah, like the shield, really. So it's not about the shielding, the icon of the shield. It's about the color of the shield. Interesting.
Fine.
Very interesting. What do we have here? Nothing.
Onwards.
Nothing as well. I just want to have a nice look around before I talk to the dude. But yeah. That's probably where it continues. Dialogues. Many people you'll meet during your travels can be interacted with. Characters with important dialogues are marked with a floating speech bubble above their heads. You can control dialogues at any time by simply issuing a command to your heroes and walking away. Interrupted dialogues can be reinitiated by talking to the same character again. Ooh, okay. Nice, nice, nice.
General Noria, it's an honor.
Private Carpel. Report. How much resistance do we face?
Impossible to say, sir. We've captured 2 of the rebels in the woods, but they wouldn't talk. All we know is that there have been some troubles within the, resistance. That might be to our advantage.
Rebels in the woods. Oh, there we go. Impossible to say that now. What happened to the patrol?
Where are those 2 rebels you captured? Can I talk to them?
I am afraid that won't be possible, sir. They're dead.
What?
How?
Well, axe face, probably.
Poison. They had it in their robes and swallowed it once we left them in their cell.
That was... Well, of course it was careless, but... What kind of options is this? Like, either it's cowards because they use poisons, or it's careless because he was not doing his duty. But you can't just expect anyone to have poison on them. Come on.
Cowards. You mentioned troubles within the Resistance. What do you mean by that?
The prisoners wouldn't tell us, so we waited for your arrival, as you ordered. As you might know already, Tahar and his mages barricaded themselves in the old fortress. We'll need to find a way inside.
Then that's what we'll do. Anything else?
No, sir.
Good.
Alright. Good work, I take it from here.
Let the workers know I'm in command now. We need to get this camp and our men into shape before we can make a move.
Okay.
Understood. Get over here, men. Yes, you. For those of you who don't know who this is, General Sentenza Noria, spy master of the Queen and commander of the Wolf Guard. He's the one in charge of this operation, and from now on, you'll follow his orders. Understood?
Yes, sir!
General?
Yes, first we need to...
Rebels, we're under attack.
Blazes.
Keep it together. We'll show them what it means to take on the crown.
Whoa. Alright. That was... Oh no, wait a minute. Let's just do a whirlwind attack. And bash them all down. What's this? Deadeye. I seem to be able to use a Deadeye shot. Somehow it's not really working. Who knows? Oh, the dude is up there. Oh, shite. I need to get my tank up here. Bam! One of them got pretty much obliterated. He needs another ability. That's definitely something that we need. So let's get the other guy up here. And this dude gets a heal. I love games where you can hold down the Alt key and stuff happens. Aw, sweet.
That was all of them, I think. You alright, Gwen?
I know how to defend myself, baby brother. But thanks for asking.
Quiet. If Tahar knows our location, it won't be long until he'll launch another attack. We should stock up on resources first, and then set up a barrack to arm our men. Let's begin. Carpel, get the hunting cabin manned, and see if we have any lumberjacks among our workers. We need wood.
Understood. There's plenty of fish in these waters too, so maybe...
Sure, whatever helps.
Carpel needs wood. Oh, come on, like, there is a certain humor in this game. Buildings need at least one worker assigned to them in order to function. If a building has no workers, it won't perform any tasks. New buildings are automatically assigned to maximum worker capacity if 3 workers are available. Remember to always keep a handful of workers assigned to your capital, where they will serve as resource carriers. Not all buildings need to be fully filled to maximum capacity at all times. Efficient worker management is the key to victory. Wow. Okay, and we have 2 thingies in here. Ooh. So we got a... Oh, I love that stuff. So we got a fishery with... I don't know why this thing is red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Looks like one of them is dead. So maybe I need to get one of them. How do you... What is this? I probably will click on these keys here. Just to not interfere with the OBS. Logging cabin. How do we... You can click on it. So this one is a quick way of looking in it. The only problem that I have is that this circle is always depicted. It's kind of annoying. It's okay if you actually want to draw, if you want to cast some abilities or whatever, but it's not cool if you want to look into buildings. Especially not if you want to do that. So there's wood over here, there's wood over there. What's the difference? Then we have fish over here, and... okay, so maybe only the stuff close by will get shown. Very interesting. What is this? So that's the city center. We have a logging cabinet. Oh! Once you click on the city center, everything... Buildings that are connected, or that can become somewhat connected, will show up. That's a very interesting way of doing that. But I want to zoom out even further, because
So,
it seems
Carpel,
weird.
where are you from? We never got the chance to talk back in Greykeep.
Some village in Iskander. Doubt you'd know it.
And how did you get the Lord Marshal to recommend you?
Gwen, just stop pestering him, okay?
All right, all right.
Damn it, I want to know how this thing goes. Okay, so this is a carrier, unassigned workers. Oh, this is... Ah. So I have 12 of them, and I can assign them to whatever duty they do. Let's just say we need 4 of them. So one of them that does additional work, and the other... So, well, okay, let's just max it out. Oh, that's how you do this. That's a nice way of... Oh, that's cool. What does that one do? Better satchels. That's some improvement stuff. And I can assign some workers over here, some workers over there, some workers over there.
Now let's build the barracks.
Interesting. That is nice. Because then you don't need to click on the work.
General, I advise against issuing orders directly to a worker. Tell the taskmaster if you want something constructed or a building manned instead.
That is interesting. So yeah, you cannot tell them to do something directly.
I'm here.
But you can manage soldiers. That's nice. So there is a military action and there is a
Sir, a question?
peaceful action.
This coup Tahar is planning. If we don't stop him, do you think he'll have a chance?
No.
Even with support? I've heard that House Iskander is sympathizing with his cause.
Tahar's cause is power. The rest is just verbiage to get a following. And even if it weren't, and this revolution he's planning really is about the safety of mages, Aelot Iskander doesn't care about that. If he is supporting Tahar, it's because he's hoping to gain something from it.
Makes sense.
Very interesting question. Okay, press C or use the build button at the bottom right of the screen to open the construction menu. Then click on a building icon to place it anywhere in the sectors. Buildings can be rotated by pressing and holding the left mouse button and pressing left mouse button again to confirm the placement. Okay. Worker assignment, yeah, I managed that. Buildings need at least 1 worker assigned to them in order to function. The building has no workers in it, it won't perform, yada yada. Not all buildings, and victory and efficiency. So, let's, we got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 buildings. Oh! And it also has other keys that we can press. Very nice. Too bad those don't have any yeah, that's it's not working that quickly. Okay. Okay, so yeah, what is it that I need to build? Explore the north, the quarry, whatever. Know your surroundings tutorial. Build barracks.
That should work.
Explore the Iskander wilds. Is this a side mission? Like, can I do this now, or will this just go away? Whatever. Let's build some barracks. Barracks. Where are the barracks? Like, it's nice that it tells me what hotkey I can use for it, but stone barracks. Barracks are in the center. Trains basic military minions. Okay. That's interesting. It kind of auto-rotates accordingly as well. Where do we place that thing? Let's just place it here and... Whoa. That's interesting. So you have a place where it's set, but how it is set is different every time. And it's not perfect. It will just place it somehow, and it will auto-rotate no matter what. Interesting. So this game gives you the finger when it comes to micromanagement. That's an interesting one. So, let's select all of them, put them to 1. I have 2 additional workers left. Do you know what they could do? Can I maybe build something else? other than barracks requires a blueprint. Okay, so we need blueprints now.
Made up your mind?
North the
Fair
Quarry.
enough.
Building complete.
Now let's man them. The quicker we get those soldiers armed, the better.
The barracks allow you to recruit military units. When first built, only the weakest tier units will be available for training. Invest in unit upgrades or find new blueprints to unlock higher tier units. Stronger units require more valuable resources, so try to secure mines, smelt iron as soon as possible. Assign workers to your barracks to speed up the unit recruitment process. Workers in the barracks make it faster. Interesting. Population. Are the workers connected to the population, or are the workers a separate resource altogether? Because, yeah, we have carriers, but how do you get more carriers? Weird. What's this? Stockpile iron, stockpile bars. Okay, what do we have? We have wood, we got stone, we got some food, some iron bars, some aria casks, and aria potions. Okay, so iron and aria have to be refined somewhat. Interesting. There's no layer yet. Was it layer or lenya? I think it was called layer. And then there's also moon ore thingies. Where do we need to go? The north, the quarry, train, arsonist, squads, 0 out of 2. Okay.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
1, 2. Let's just make 2 of them. Okay, decent speed. If I click right, yeah, there we go. Let's right click somewhere so that they're all always up here.
Fine.
So let's do the tutorial.
That way? Alright.
Iskander Wilds. Oh, what do we have here? Similar to settlers, there seems to be a certain outpost system as well. Oh, and another resurrection stone. What do we have here?
Well then.
We got some loot. We got a crossbow. Oh, it tells me the scaling attribute. Now I get it. This one scales with strength. This one with dexterity. Very interesting. That one gives me some food. That one probably gives me some wood. Nice. Human recruit unlocked. How so? Talk to Private Carpel. What if I don't want to talk to Private Carpel now? What if I want to continue with the whole... Yeah, look at the quarry. Where is the quarry, by the way? I mean, we have to go south, and then there is a southern plateau. Aha. Now I get it. So let's ignore this dude for now. But yeah, we have slightly better units. What's the difference between them? Population required 6 units in squad 3. What do you... Why do you... Oh, because they use up 6 units.
Say the word.
I use 2 of them. Why does it say 6? Same with the others as well. Units in squad 3.
Need something?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Need something?
That's weird. There are 3 now I get it. It's interesting that they say that it's a squad, but you can control them on an individual basis. That's weird. Okay, so what do? They do fire damage, mostly. What about these guys? Recruit squads, twice. Alright.
I'm ready.
Let's continue forward. I love the way they made this. It's just so sweet. There's a southern plateau. That's not where the plateau is. That could be part of the plateau. Or this could be part of the plateau. The quarry, the old mine. Also, the map itself is actually not as large as you might think. It's quite small.
Right away.
So
All right.
does that translate into... nope, this one does not translate into anything. How does that will work? Damage target enemies plus 0.5%. Your weapon damage. Damage is increased if target is at full health. So it's a combat starter. Quest completed, sword and torches.
Stay alert.
Right. So you really are incapable of getting through that little range here.
Understood.
It's not working. Okay. So I need to find another way through, like this way over here. That's highlighted as well. So the color to look out for is this lightish blue.
Commander.
Alright. So these are 7/7 of that. They are very resistant towards stuff. Not as much so against physical damage, but okay. Do I need to access anything else?
So little time.
And requires more blueprints, of course it does.
Yes.
What is it? Mm-hmm.
Can I hunt some deer? Hey, we got more food. What do we have here?
Blazes. They mutilated him.
They who?
You think the rebels did this?
Yes. They didn't rob him as highwaymen would have.
Then why? Why did they kill him?
Now I know this. I know the voice. It's Gerald. So, yeah, why did they kill him? Because Tahar wants mayhem. Power brings out the worst in us. Well, I don't know.
I doubt we'll ever find out.
This is not what I said. I said I don't know yet.
Another reason to get that bastard and hang him by the neck.
And don't overcomplicate it too
Indeed.
much. Why so much hatred? Ooh-ha.
For the queen!
For the what? Wee! Whirlwind. Okay, wait a minute. Can I maybe let them move forward in a kind of squad fashion? Oh, that was so close. Come on, charge through. Perfect. Now let's do another whirlwind. That's not ready yet, is it?
Focus.
There's the archer. Takes ages to charge this shot, but okay. Boom. Do we need to wait until the health goes up, or like is there a certain regeneration phase afterwards, or is it always the same speed? So that there's a combat regeneration and a off-combat regeneration, but I don't think that's it. Yeah, it's always the same. So if you want to regenerate, use abilities, and focus goes up fairly quickly. Quicker than no fish left in sector. Whoa. That's quick.
Yes.
Yas. What's this? Okay, do we use up food in order to maintain current 100 something something? Average production rate 7 a minute. Raw meat remaining in sector 0. So there is nothing to be generated, or how does that go?
Of course.
Of course, of course.
All right.
Can I... Okay, you cannot build barracks in here because this... Ah, yeah, this is green. This is completely red. You have to stay within borders. And I think you can extend it, provide stationary defense by shooting arrows at enemies. The good old human tactic. Shoot at the enemies as long as you can. So, what else we got here? That one can be destroyed. That's weird. You can hire arsonists and recruits at the same time. Like from the city center and the barracks, I mean. Interesting. Can we kind of improve that process? Whoa, what is this? Why is there a magical hand on top of that? This one means it's empty, I think. Oh, that is a really cool thing. Oh, this is a UI element. It looks beautiful. That is amazing. You would think that there is some, I don't know, some kind of demon or something up there, but no, it's not.
Building completed.
I am amazed by it. Okay. Building complete. What? Who said that the building was completed? That should be the southern plateau, right? Yes. Now, do we have anything in here? Look at that. There's an axe, a skeleton, and...
I'll take a look.
Awful lot of battle stuff. Padded red hood. A nasal helmet. Bonus HP. Sight range reduced by 30%. Okay. So you can kind of offset certain stats onto items if necessary.
Sure.
Whoa. A makeshift grave. The epitaph has been hastily engraved into the tombstone and is barely legible. Wow. Okay, figuring... This actually is really complicated. This was also one of the problems in the first installment. Finding objects to interact with, because this one here you only know to interact with if you mouse over it. So you have to be extremely crazy with this stuff. You could like highlight your own units, but
understood.
This is yeah, you have to scan everything. But in this case, you don't get a response from that.
Fine.
Oh, you also see the sector. Great. But how do we build, let's say, a... okay, I can't build another fishery or whatever. Yeah, we have hunters, but we cannot move them. Party management, how does that work? That's weird. This is not a party management thing. It's more like a quest management thing. What's this? Show hide notification history. Ah, neat.
Orders?
So, now I just need to figure out where the old mine is and the quarry.
Let's go.
Old mine has been obtained. What do we got here? Effects. Additional damage type black. That's a black pendant.
As you command.
A button that highlights interactable objects would be great. Usually it's Alt, but in this case it's the... it's not Alt, it's something else. So wait, what about the abilities that we have here? Is anyone leveled up now? Nah. And I think the characters themselves don't level up, but the squad, wasn't it? Could be. So yeah, we have the spellbook and the Deadeye and whatever. What? Yeah, of course. The main character is already epically equipped. Anyone else? Not as much. And of course the tank is nothing. Dexterity. Yeah, okay, so how does this stuff work? Huh. The lesser flaming stuff does not have an element that lets us... that it scales with. That's weird. Absolutely weird. Okay, what does it do? This one gets me focus. It's nice to put it on her. This one needs constitution. Wait a minute. This one needs intelligence and willpower. Alright. I just want to put a crossbow on this guy, but I think this doesn't work. Yeah, this dude is a bow user. For some reason he can't... Ah, so it's not about the items, it's about the requirement for the stats that makes it worthwhile. So yeah. What about this one? It's a yeah, the block chance of this one is much less than the grey item that we have. But I could give this guy a crossbow in hand and hope that it works. Don't think that it would though. Oh! Anselm has black magic and white magic. Heal and cleanse targets in a small area. Nice, nice, nice. And there's also discipline, which... I don't know. Could be some constitution stuff. No, it's willpower. I was almost correct. Okay, so it's kind of a mix. Depending on the skill that you want to use, you have either constitution, intelligence, or whatever. So you have to look through everything, figure out a nice skill that you want to use, and then yeah, one of it will scale pretty well. So constitution again. Ice abilities cost 20% less focus to cast. Fire abilities cost less focus to cast. So in this case we have to choose which way to scale her. And this dude has leadership. What does this one do anyway? Repair. Norse breath. Aelin's gift. Restore wood in the target area. Whoa. I think this will be a very interesting skill. If we have... temporarily applies a status effect to target buildings. Workers assigned to this building will gather focus resources faster. Oh, I think this one is pretty much overpowered. Wow. Epidemic. Creates a temporary sickening fog in target area that applies wicked to all the enemies. Good old black magic. So Anselm also has black and white magic, but instead of going for elementalism at the same time, he goes for discipline and is more like a paladin kind of character. Bertrand, brutality, discipline, archer also. He's the more long-range oriented, this guy here. So, okay, question, why can't I use this one? It needs more strength. And this one also needs strength, but more dexterity in comparison. Damage per second is higher. Crit chance also higher on the bow for some reason. Everything is better on the bow except for the damage per second, so... Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's put this on him. Also, no. Let's forget about that. I don't want to place items on characters that could potentially...
You got it.
End up, well... either dead or leaving the squad. And I don't know what happens with items that I put on other characters. Will I just get them back or will I lose them for good? That means I have to be 100% sure how the squad is getting managed. Ooh. Is that the quarry? No. It's just some in-betweeny thing.
For the crowd!
Alright. Wait a minute. Let's do a whirlwind over here. This one gets archered to death. This one gets bashed in the face, hopefully. Need another restoration. 3, 2, 1, come on. He can't do this because he does not have any focus, or what?
No focus.
There we go.
For the queen.
Ooh.
I need help.
Acknowledged.
Charge.
Yeah.
So let's get them closer together, and then we can use a whirlwind.
I need help.
Nice, nice, nice. Hey, the Hellbodier. Creatures. Oh, they're also spiders. Interesting. 8 legs, fangs, and ensnaring webs. Tarantulas are feared by all. They range in size from no larger than a fly to larger than a horse. Though they prefer warmer climates, they can be found in almost any region and often hide in damp, moist caves. They can shoot their webs like a net to immobilize their victims, while their venom is poisonous to most creatures. Tarantulas also reproduce rapid. It's like venomous, poisonous. Wait. The venom is poisonous. Isn't the venom actually venomous? But okay. Tarantulas also reproduce rapidly. A jungle spider can hatch a clutch of eggs in as little as in 1 hour if left unchecked. Tarantulas can easily number in the thousands from a single mating. And human units. We got the Arbalist. Oh, also with speech. The invention of the crossbow created new opportunities for the Greyfell military. Rather than relying solely on highly skilled archers, squads of Arbalists could quickly be trained to provide ranged combat. Arbalists rely on speed, strength, instead of accuracy, and many recruits find themselves armed with the bulky weapon. The crossbow's design is supposedly of dwarven origin. It was stolen and brought to Northander by an intrepid scholar. Such a tale is unlikely, however, given that the dwarves fiercely guard their secrets. The Greyfell military is also quite on the crossbow's design, hoping to preserve their advantage in battle. The thing is huge. Even holding it upright takes awful lot of strength. So standing like that for more than 10 seconds, it's just too much. Fully equipped even.
Say the word.
So, amongst Greyfell military, arsonist units have a reputation of being chaotic, fire-loving lunatics. They specialize in throwing torches to damage buildings and cripple wooden defenses, and are critical to siege efforts. While there are undeniable some among the ranks that are in it for the fiery explosions and mayhem, most are hardened soldiers, as precise in throwing torches as a warrior is with a spear. Due to the ash that gathers on their hands from their frequent use of wood and fire, some arsonist units have earned the nickname Soot Soldiers.
Yes.
The hell? Whoa.
Need something?
At your command.
Say the word.
Commander.
Oh, that is cool. He's speaking through a helmet. Halberdiers are skilled soldiers trained to serve as the frontline defense against a cavalry charge. The selection process for halberdiers is an intense trial. Along with training and mastery of the use of a pike, recruits must go through what is known in the Greyfell Barracks as the Iron Pit, a trial in which they kneel unarmored before a small friendly cavalry charge. Only soldiers who prove they have the iron courage to hold position are admitted into the ranks as a halberdier. A friendly cavalry charge. Well, if it's friendly, then hopefully nothing happens, but yeah. If an awful lot of horses are riding against you, then you are definitely gonna piss yourself. Unarmored. Wow.
Aye, Commander.
Infantryman. At the heart of every human army lies the infantryman, equipped with standard issue weaponry and trained in the basics of war. Infantry soldiers make up the majority of units on a battlefield. While every army has its elite warriors and siege weapons, the infantry soldiers are a necessity that cannot be overlooked. Throughout the history of Northander, many battles were decided not by the champions or catapults, but by the strength and determination of the infantry. Most notable were the wars fought by General Birzar, whose favorite tactic was to overrun an enemy by sheer force of number. Well, that's not really a favorite tactic, it's more like absolute stupidity if you don't have any better strategy. Recruits are a common sight in the Greyfield Barracks. While the official word is that young men and women enlist to bring honor to their family name and serve the crown, the reality is much different. Most recruits come from poor farming backgrounds and join for the higher pay a soldier receives in order to support their families. Minor noble houses also send their second or third children to join the ranks, both to appease the crown and to develop their character. Although tensions between recruits of different social ranks are common, trial through battle often cements a lifelong bond. I am amazed by the depth they put into the glossary for these, because there is a certain, well, grayness of it all. I want to say it's not about, yeah, they're really strong, they do this and that. It kind of tells you a story about the whole world itself.
Right.
It's kind of cool. We got what? And what is this? Oh, an elven hellbard. Good for dexterity. And then, of course, a great hammer for strength. Ooh ha. Nice. So, our... was not it? Our main character here uses... I think we cannot switch that, can we? He uses two swords. One on the left and one on the right. Yeah, we don't seem to be able to switch that, so let's keep that around for as long as possible. And what's this?
I'll take a look.
You noticed dried blood on the bars of the cage. Seems like whoever was trapped managed to escape or died. Do we notice anything else, like a blood trail or something? What's this? Wind and rain have left marks on the wayside. The writing on the wood is barely legible. Nothing in here is actually legible.
That way? All right.
Oh, more enemies?
Fine.
Yes. Is this the old quarry now? Could be. Uh-oh. Shield bash. Let's bash them away. Ooh. Oh, nothing happened. It wasn't very effective. But at least they don't lose that much health. So, now what do we learn about spiders now? Do get tons of glossary entries. What is it? Oh, yes. Oh. Spiders. Ah, yeah, different forms of them. We got the cave tarantula, poisonous fangs, the small tarantula. Small, large, poisonous. Okay, so that's what its differences are. Talk to private, no.
That way?
But now
All
we got
right.
the tutorial at least. What's in here? Some food.
Sure.
Yep, it does not go up. So it does say that we can generate it so and so much every second, every minute. Oh, 0 per minute now. Interesting. The wood goes up. That's okay. Logs remaining in sector 278. How do I... Yeah, I can't continue to build that stuff, right? What else do we have? Oh, there's something interesting up here. Uh-oh, cavalry. No. Let's just heal the guys real quick. There we go. So there's cavalry. Don't want to fight them. Should I talk to Carpel? Yeah, let's talk to Carpel. It's this guy, isn't it?
Good. That should suffice. So Carpel, that fortress you mentioned, is that the ruin up north?
Yes, sir. That's where Tahar's hiding.
All right. Then let's take some men with us and put an end to this bastard. We should be able to blast through his barricades now.
Mm-hmm. They say up north, and also tells me something about the west. Find a way inside the old fortress. Quick question. If this is north, why is the map oriented the other way around? Yeah, there doesn't seem to be another way to interact with this other than...
You got it. That way? All right.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh. That's the way in. Find a way inside the old fortress. Investigate the side entrance and the main entrance. Ah, no. Okay. So there might still be other stuff. Okay. Ooh.
Fine.
Okay, we cannot continue this way. We cannot reach this section.
Let's get to work.
That thing here looks actually very interesting, but how do we get there? Looks like we have to go through the ruin or old fortress.
Made up your mind?
Do I want a few more? No. Let's keep the military minions to a minimum.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Let's use our heroes as a decoy, and the rest will just attack from afar, really.
Get ready.
For the crowd!
This one gets shot like that. That gets a whirlwind in the face, and let's do shield bash. Shield bash does what kind of damage? Heavy. Ah, that's nice. Always look for the defense down here. Neat. Also, okay, they're all kind of alive still. Oh, you can heal your own. Ah, yes. It's quite a nice way of finishing all of that. Ooh. So, 2 recruits died. That's definitely not what I want. Okay. We can retrain them. There doesn't seem to be a real way here. Yep. That's basically the territory.
Alright.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Is this part of the investigation, or what is this?
Right.
Oh, that one's been dead for weeks.
Looks just like you in the mornings, brother.
You're not funny.
There's a hanged man there. You don't even notice that.
I'll take a look.
A corpse wears the colors of the Royal Army. A bloody note sewn to his forehead reads Mage Killer. Okay, that one goes up into the fortress.
That way? All right.
What else do we have here? Is this the main entrance or the...
There it is. Arsonists, get to work.
Uh-huh. You just found a talisman. Talismans are items that allow you to cast special abilities when used. Equip the talisman of cryomancy in the inventory. Screen to gain access to the frost blast. You can use it in combination with Anselm's shield bash to unleash a devastating ability combination.
Right away.
So let's see. Is it this one?
Amateur's work. Go.
That could be the one. Or have I found something
Sir?
else?
What's the story behind this part of Northander? Whose lands were these?
House Vastel, a minor house loyal to Iskander. The house's patriarch and his wife got taken by the red fever, and they didn't have an heir.
Interesting.
Right.
Nope, there's nothing there. Okay. So we can just continue up the fortress. And then there's another way in. Okay, that seems to be the main entrance. Enter the old fortress. Anselm's ability. That's not him. Boy, it's green. Windwall strike. That's not it. That's a shield bash? Huh. That's the action group. Talisman of second. No. Creation of the alchemy core of Northander is filled with a mysterious substance. There's also a small needle located at the bottom of it. Northander soldiers are told to grasp the talisman whenever they start losing consciousness. If used correctly, the talisman revives fallen soldiers. But this is not the talisman. Maybe it's the orb of... No, this is a consumable. That's just weird. It tells me that I found an item, but I don't know where this is and what's actually going to happen. Or maybe the item comes in a few seconds or so. Who knows? Okay, let's just get closer to the doors. See what happens. Wait a minute. Yeah, the whole thing is one single unit.
Kiara's breath! Kill them!
Ooh. Camera direction. Yeah, very important. Q and E to rotate it and Y to center it again. Oh no. The archer. Green is definitely not the right color for this. Maybe I have to change it a little bit. Hey, level up. That's one way of healing yourself as well. Very, very cheap way of doing that.
For the crowd!
Alright, got it. Level up. If your party is leveled up, press N to distribute some points.
You got it. That way? Alright.
So, let's see. What is it that we need? What is it that could be really funny? Increases maximum health by 5%. Gain 3 additional focus points. Meh. But yeah, leadership is a really cool thing. Increases your damage with two-handed weapons. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, probably gonna go for this one here because it seems to have a very interesting interaction with the game itself. Destroy wood in the target area. Why do I want to do that? Temporarily applies a status effect to temporarily buildings. Repair target building by applying a heal over time effect. Nice one. 3 additional focus points. That is definitely not helping as much as I would want it to. When dual wielding, Gain increased focus regeneration when you are below 50%. So it's either two-handed weapons or dual wielding. To the right or to the left. Deal damage to a single target plus so much your weapon and interrupt spellcasting. All enemies around you. Okay. Oh, the next one inflicts bleeding. Interesting. Auto attack damage is increased by 4%. But it needs higher party level. Obviously. What about this? An aura. Area of effect. Aura. Self-target. Perk. Self-targeted. Temporarily applies haste to yourself. Your health potions are twice as effective. Targets protected by an absorption shield. Ooh. Another aura. Ooh, yes. I'm gonna get constant aura. Scaling attribute constitution. Auras are permanently active as long as they are placed in one of your active ability slots. Grants you an aura that increases the resistances of up to 10 allied units or heroes around you. How many auras do we have? We have 1 here, 2 here, 3 over there. So I can basically be a aura carrier and just focus on other characters for active abilities. Interesting. Are there other auras in this? Anything else in here is an active? Single target, perk. Yeah, perks are kind of like auras, but okay. Restore within the target area. Yeah. I could just switch some abilities if necessary, like a management ability and then a combat abilities. So an aura that increases the attack power of up to 10 allied units and heroes around you. Whoa. So we got a strength 1, constitution, and another willpower. Focus regeneration. Nah. Resistance might be really useful, and strength might be really useful. That's quite nice. Let's take this one, and oh, the next one increases it by 6 points. Or is it another 3 points? Weird. Okay, right-clicking gets rid of the selected one. That one says the damage increases, but it doesn't really tell me by how much. That's just the thing. I'm looking at the stats here, nothing happens. Let's take that one though. Take this. And when it comes to attribute points, I'm not quite sure, so let's keep them now. Let's switch to Gwen. Increases spell power by 3%, yada yada yada. What's this one? Increases focus regeneration by 0.05 points per second. What's this? Leech 3% of all auto attack damage inflicted. It's a nice survival ability, but we don't want this. Sounds cool, but no. Target damage, intelligence. Wow, to heal yourself, that's me. Summon a group of walking corpses in target area to aid you on the battlefield. The duration is there for 6,000 seconds, which means divided by 60, 100 minutes, which is a very, very long time, I would say. What else we got? Sickening effect. Yep. Call of the Forsaken is a very good ability. Gonna keep that. That one scares with willpower. Let's see if we can have another one with willpower though. That also scares with willpower. Let's learn, but we cannot get the next one. What does change on this one? It just gets better. And no. cooldown is the same, the casting time is the same, but it doesn't tell you how good it will be. No numbers, no anything. Healing abilities cost 20% less focus to cast. Ooh. That could be the one. Protects by an absorption shield. Okay, I can't get the better one. Intelligence, damage, and interrupt target enemies. Healing abilities cost 20% less focus to cast. Yeah, let's just take this one. Keep her as a healer. And what am I going to do with this guy? Looks like the discipline tree is the same for every character. Yeah. Same for black magic, right? Ah, no, wait a minute. Yep, same thing. So, depending on what character you have, the tree is the same. That's also the white magic one, right? Yes. And Bertrand has the brutality and the discipline tree as well. And his specific one is the archery. Then Anselm might be discipline, whatever. This one is elementalism. This one is leadership. Very interesting. Okay, so what else we got? Impaling shot, another one. Deal damage to target enemies plus so much of your weapon. Applies stunned. Bleeding inflicts damage over time. So what's better? Cooldown 5 seconds? Cooldown 15 seconds. The cost is... okay, slightly lower. Net damage is 39. The damage is also 39. This one applies stunned on the other hand. Damage to target plus 0.5% your weapon damage. One bleeds and the other one stuns. Not quite sure which one to pick here, but let's go for bleeding. It sounds a bit more interesting. Nice. Spells and perks. Press P to open your spellbook. You can drag and drop abilities around. Perks are passive abilities. Any perk listed in the spellbook is always active and doesn't require active slots. So, Serrated Blade. That is, oh, it's already there, so I don't need to do anything. Nice, 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 nice. This guy. I could just go with Constitution on this one. Yeah, just go with Constitution. Sadly, there is no weapon for Constitution, is there? If I click on... yeah, you can go for minus as well. Oh. Interesting. 6 additional damage. And 1% higher block chance. Ton of bonus health. Yeah. If I keep this one alive for a very, very long time with a lot of Constitution, then I can have him be an aura carrier. Whoa. That will be amazing. Everyone stands next to this dude. Is pretty much invincible. Pretty interesting. What about Gwen? Gwen is gonna get killed fairly quickly. I want her to always cast stuff. So if the cost of the abilities is going down dramatically, then it's 10. Okay, so if we go for willpower, then what was that? Oh, total amount of focus points. No, we don't want to change total amount of focus points. We want to get intelligence, I believe. Intelligence only increases, yeah, the focus recharge. But it doesn't make the ability that much better. That's the thing. So let's go with willpower instead to have a better heal. So, what about Anselm's abilities? Increase the block chance when using shields. Actually, not quite sure. Maybe he will be a black magic user. He will be my necromancer. So, Bertrand on the other hand. Bertrand. This dude will use ranged abilities and will scale with dexterity a lot. So let's do that. But I also want him to be useful when it comes to attacks like this. Like cooldown is 5 seconds. 11 FP is necessary. 11. So 10 seconds is 2. So I need to wait 100 seconds, which is kind of a minute, in order to cast his ability again. That's not cool. Is it? No. No, that's not cool. More than 1 minute. 1.5-ish. So let's go for... Was it intelligence? Focus regeneration, yeah. On the other hand, what if he has items that increase focus regeneration? This is something that he would need. Focus regenerating items. Deals fire damage in the target area. A throwable orb that explodes. Can only be used once. Consumable. Yeah, that's where the name comes from. Not quite sure if I should get just more dexterity for this guy so that he does more damage. But in this case, dexterity is just the overall damage. It's a simpler solution. Like, you could try to deal damage with the ability itself, but you could also try to deal damage with his standard attacks. And you should never underestimate standard attacks.
Locked. No way we're getting through here.
Can't we get the workers to build a battering ram?
Sure, brother. With luck, it'll be finished right in time for Isamo Tahar's coronation.
We don't have that time. There must be another way, so let's take a look around.
Right. And the other way around is down here.
Look, there's a path over there.
You're right. If we're lucky, that one leads into the fortress too.
Don't jinx it.
Huh?
Neutralize Isamo Tahar's men inside the yeah.
Acknowledged.
I said something about an amulet and an interaction with the ability of Anselm somewhat, but I have no idea how you would trigger that. Oh, that's X. Oh, that is cool.
Of course.
Okay, nice.
Say the word.
Commander.
There's something in the glossary about his... Okay, I think I have to look this up again. Maybe it's a game mechanic kind of thing. Resistance, leveling, maybe it's a tutorial. Building, glossary, dialogues, talismans. There we go. You just find a talisman. Talismans are items that allow you to cast a special ability when used. Equip the Talisman of Cryomancy in the inventory screen to gain access to the Frost Blast. Yeah, in the inventory. You can use it in combination with Anselm's Shield Bash. Talisman of Cryomancy. That's not the one. They said something about it. Talisman of Cryomancy. That's an amulet of whispers. It is not Cryomancy. That's just sorting methods. You found a Why do they tell me something about a talisman if I haven't found a talisman? It's also kind of nice that those units are not in the way if you try to walk past them.
Fine.
Maybe I have to check the body again that hangs there. But I found the talisman while I stood over here. That's just weird. Why does the game tell me I found something if I don't have that? The corpse wears the colors of the royal army, yada yada yada. Again, same thing. Where on earth is this talisman supposed to be? They tell me I found a talisman, but there is no talisman. Not in my inventory, not anywhere. And none of them carry that. It also is no. You have found a talisman. Okay, I was over here. What if the talisman is up there? The game tells me I found a talisman, even if I have found a talisman. This is just an interactable kind of thing. Up here, there's nothing to open up. No chests, no anything. I don't know what happened. I haven't sold it. Or maybe it was down here. Nah.
That way?
Okay. Or maybe the talisman...
Let's go.
Like, this is just a signpost. That was the cage. Maybe the talisman can be found down here somewhere. I was just getting extremely close to it, so I basically...
Fine. You got it.
I have to check this out a second time. Also, this stone is so... very suspicious.
Understood. Acknowledged.
Nah. There's no talisman nor anything down here. Also, next to the waterfall, there's also nothing. Okay. Let's get it back up here. Maybe the talisman can be found there also. Maybe the tutorial was just triggered a little bit too early. I was kind of inside its range because of that. But I have to get up here in order to get that talisman. Why does it say 2? What's so special about that? Hero party level. Ah! Maybe that... Nope. Someone forgot to get rid of this part of the object. Or the talisman can be found down here. Who knows? Oh, yep. No, that's an entrance inside the fortress.
As you command.
But there seems to be special stuff up there. Okay.
Huh?
Let's get a little closer.
Made up your mind.
Shit,
Whoa.
they got through. 2 arms!
No. This guy gets a bloody shot. There was the bloody shot. This one gets Deadeye. Nice, 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 nice. It would be nice to let a specific character attack these guys. Not just special attacks, but this guy here should just attack them. What is this? Unmatched vitality. Maximum health points increased. Ooh. Damn it. Bertrand does not seem to have... What? What's missing here? Focus points? I don't know how much focus points this dude has. So I'm kind of screwed. Oh, okay, that's a special one. That one gets a bleed. Is he finally dead now?
Charge! For the queen!
Ooh. It actually becomes kind of annoying having a depth of field effect and trying to figure out where the enemies are that you have to click on. I mean, it looks flashy and everything, but I think I have to deactivate it so that I can actually see stuff.
Orders.
Yeah. It looks flashy, but it is kind of a problem. If you
Say the word.
Look for a thing.
Got it.
Pray tell.
What do we have here? More stuff. A scaffolding. Unlike the rest of the fortress, the wood shows no sign of weathering. The rebels must have erected it to further fortify the ruin. And also, let's just heal again.
I'll take a look.
So what do we have here? Human arbalist cost reduction. Ah, nice. Improves the human arbalist unit by lowering its recruitment cost. Can we just how do we right click it? Okay, that's how we do this. You right click stuff like this. You could also just sell it. So that means that you might be able to buy this stuff from a vendor at some point.
All right.
Alright.
Right away.
So, where do we... Ooh. Loot?
Need something?
That way? All right.
As you command.
Aw, enemy units get invisible if they are blocked from view. That is sweet. Annoying, but sweet.
You don't know who you're messing with.
And this one gets the other shot. Nice, nice, nice. That one gets the whirlwind. The thing is, once I click on the whirlwind happens. It's not that the character gets close to them and then triggers the whirlwind somewhere.
Easy.
Ooh, there's more. Yeah. Immediate trigger for it.
Let's see them catch this. Light them up.
Yeah, I really have to, like, I'm looking at the battlefield. I'm not really looking up here, but it would be maybe a bit easier to notice when someone's abilities are ready. Yeah, her healing ability is always ready. Oh, no. I don't want those characters to just charge forward and get themselves killed. That's something that I don't quite like. Oh no, he is actually getting closer. Uh-huh. So once he's in range, he does the whirlwind. But it's not possible for you to predict when that happens.
What is it?
Does this thing have a... Nope.
That's all of them. Now where's that traitor?
Good question.
I'd wager they're inside the fortress. With a bit of luck, they haven't heard the fighting.
Irrelevant. Let's find them.
What is this? A forge. So do we have... Interesting. So if you zoom out too much, everything becomes a blur. But if you zoom in, the game is extremely rich in detail. I mean, why do people even like depth of field so much if you can't see anything? You have to zoom in all the time. That's bit iffy.
Commander.
So where do I actually have to go? Can I? I can do that. It shows on the side. Okay, investigate the main entrance. Oh, can be completed here. I think I messed this one up, didn't I? Or not? It says it can be completed here. This way.
Fine.
What do we have here? That's the scaffolding.
Right.
Okay. What about this ladder?
Sure. Stay alert.
Okay, so the whole...
Yes?
Let's go.
That's the whole
Yes.
unit. And there we have another one of those resurrection stones. They're all over the place. And Ilum's Godstone, long forgotten relics of unknown origin. Relics of unknown origin, a Godstone. They appear to be... Yeah, they appear a bit too often, to be honest.
Onwards.
Maybe they will have a certain function afterwards.
I'll take a look.
So, what do we have here? Elven Spear and Raven's Beak. A Warhammer used by the Wolf Guard. Warhammer. Yes. So, which one will carry what weapon now? That's the guy, probably. Oh, 70 PS. That's good. Crit. Okay, so this one does have a crit chance. The one before does not. The scaling is the same. Let's just switch that. Even if, like, I kind of like maces, to be honest. And crossbows. I want to build a crossbow priest. The problem is, priests and strength, doesn't really work well together. It's kind of like a paladin build that you have to go for. And yeah, he doesn't need a spear. I mean, he is going to be a bow user. So...
That way? All right.
Rotating the camera is actually really confusing. Because you don't know if there's something that you can click on or not. Okay, what about... who are you? Defeat the rebellion. Defeat the gatekeeper. Holy shit.
Orders?
Okay, stunning an enemy with like 1 or 2 seconds. It's actually quite overpowered. Maybe we need a little bit more help with that. Oh no. Yeah, a little bit of backup is always welcome, isn't it? Come on, almost got the Gatekeeper. Ooh. Enter the fortress dungeon. Loot the Gatekeeper's body.
Need something?
Commander.
Okay, we got the talisman. There's the Talisman of Cryomancy. You have to defeat the Gatekeeper first. Deals heavy ice damage to a target enemy. Temporarily applies apathetic if a target is currently stunned. The talisman is shaped out of smooth metal that is unusually cold to the touch. And the key to the dungeon. Very interesting. Heavy damage to... But you have to use it.
That must be it. Good. We'll go in alone.
Sir?
If we march in with an army, we might as well tell them we're coming. If we sneak in instead, we might still have the element of surprise.
Won't we be outnumbered?
I doubt it. We should have disabled most of his men by now.
Correct. Let's move.
Yeah. But first we are going to heal and equip that talisman. Yeah, this guy can't use it. Deals heavy ice damage to a target. Ansel. They say something about Ansel. Do we have to... Nope. I need to find an enemy to trigger stuff with first. Aww. That slow motion kind of sound is just so great.
Right away.
Okay, this is where we have to go into. Neat. And then there was this little card around here. Let's see where this goes. Nothing.
Say the word.
Yes?
All right.
Can we open the gate at least? No. No backup available here.
Understood.
Where am I? Wait a minute. Okay, this way, right? This is where the dungeon is. This is where we managed to get into. That is where... That is... Then there was another entrance or so. This way or whatever. That's where the thingy was. The bonus loot. And a broken bridge. Okay, that's the other entrance.
Acknowledged.
That's the thing. If you rotate the camera too much, you get extremely confused because you need a certain... let's call it a waypoint, a key point in order to know where you are in relation to. Okay, I think I have to disable depth of field. It's really annoying. Depth of field. It's a display thingy, maybe. Depth of field. There we go. I mean, high level graphics, nice and all, but crisp stuff, much better. I mean, it's okay if it's part of the fog, right? But it's not okay if it's just a camera artifact. Absolutely not sweet. So...
As you command.
Let's end this episode for now. Because it is a very, 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 very long one already. And before we continue getting into that dungeon and continue the prologue, yeah. We have a little break, have a little Kit Kat. Until then, like and subscribe, of course. Ta-ta!